few learnings that we had from our customer experience from launch of 5G that we showed last year to scale and deployments. One of the key learning is the platform, the AP20, that is right here. It actually has a 4G radio and a 5G radio, and many of our customers are having 4G tablets. The industrial toughbook, the Panasonic toughbook, is a very, very common platform device in the industry 4.0. So they won't be able to refresh all the devices right at this point of time, but they want, when they are deploying a network, they want to be completely future-proof, and that's where the AP20 comes in. It's got 4G radios and 5G radios. Luckily, devices like the iPhones or the Zebra tablets, they are 5G, but they're 4G compatible too. So the device would still connect to the AP20 in 4G mode, and once the toughbooks and once the device switchover happens, by a single click in a button, which I'll show in a second, where you can actually move over the 4G AP to 5G 5G radio. Okay, let me. And our Celona Edge that we see here, it is completely a converged core. It's 4G core, 5G core, along with the Spectrum DHCP services all running on it. So it's a completely converged unified data path.
When you do that 4G to 5G mode change, is there any RF frequency issues? Do you reuse the frequency? Do you have to ask for it again? Do you have to get approval on that?
Very good question. So typically, what we see in a real life deployment would be there will be 10 APs, 15 APs in a logistics or a warehouse. Once you do the switch on a site level, it'll be done at the maintenance window, and you relinquish all that spectrum. And we will, our SON algorithm will optimally recalculate the channel and the power for the entire site, and get the spectrum, and then allocate for all the access points.
As some of us here are CPI trained and certified,
correct?
Can I plan that in advance to know where that's going to be? Can I prep it, or is it all automatic? Because it's under my certification when it does that change.
Yeah, when you do a CPI change, when you do a mode change, you don't need to re-CPI the devices. You can actually use the existing ones. Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. And what you actually see here, maybe in the interest of time, I'll go straight into the live demo here. We have an Edge, Celona Edge, which is a single node cluster that's sitting here at the bottom. With 3 nodes, it's a high available cluster. The access point is the AP20, and we have a couple of devices that are connected. In this, since it's actually the AP20 is running on 5G right now. The mode switch, I had a video recorded, but in the interest of time, I'm not going to show that. You can see the device experience. This is something that we actually demoed like last year, and I brought up the AP right before the presentation started, so you can actually see the devices started connecting. And quickly going through the site, it is the AP20 is right here in Santa Clara at the Hilton Hotel. It's got the spectrum, the 40 megahertz, everything from here. From an access point perspective, as you can see, it is 5G now, and the mode switch can actually be just done by a simple toggle. Like if you actually click on 4G, I'm not going to do it right now, but it actually asks you for, and then you can switch over. You can do it with multiple APs, and you can do it one AP at any time.
And you say simultaneous mode is coming?
Yeah, simultaneous actually is coming as a roadmap, and we have done the feasibility and everything. It's planned the second half of this year, the 4G and the 5G operations, correct. And from a subscription perspective, we have made it easy for our customers. Our 3-year and a 5-year subscription for AP20, they can buy 4G, and once the devices convert, they can upgrade the subscription from 4G to 5G.
Is it a different license or?
So they have 2 licenses today. Depending on what they want, the 4G license and a 5G license. If you buy the 5G 3-year subscription, you get both 4G and 5G. If you buy the 4G, then you get the option to upgrade to 5G. Correct.
From a customer standpoint, I've done some 4G installs, and they seem to work really nice. What's the added benefit for the 5G to move to 5G?
In the CBRS, with the 40 megahertz limitation, the key advantages that we are seeing are uplink heavy traffic. So a lot of deployments with cameras, they actually need more uplink. And also some of the robotic applications, they're very, very latency sensitive. And the 5G actually gives you almost like 20, 25 milliseconds of latency versus the LTE is more 30s level. So the latency for the mission critical application and the uplink heavy data like the cameras, the drivers.